ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय कोटिसूर्यसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा ॐ द्रां द्रीं द्रों श गुरुदत्ताय नमः. Good morning, friends, and good morning to everyone and to my followers. Welcome to AstroGemstoneforLife.com. Few of you who doesn't know me, myself Srinivas Temka. I'm an astrologist by hobby and it's my passion. I'm doing it from past 20 years. Today I'm going to discuss few things related to solar eclipse which going to occur this coming Sunday on 21st of June 2020. So as you know, there's a confusion between the timings of solar eclipse. Few people are saying it's at 9:15. Few people are saying it is at 10 o'clock around in the morning. So it's a confusion, and few people you would have read it is of 6 hours of duration of a bigger solar eclipse. But let me tell you one thing: any of the eclipse or solar eclipse, especially, it could stay a max of 3 hours in one location or one region. So in India, it is also in a duration of 3 hours. Before proceeding, let us see what is the timings and what are the places it's gonna a full solar eclipse has been visible. Okay, let me show you. So as you can see on the screen, the solar eclipse is fully visible in the places of Rajasthan in the northern area, Rajasthan, Haryana, Punjab, Uttarakhand, Himachal Pradesh, Punjab, and that entire stretch of from northwestern to northeastern, very much towards the Himalayan region. Okay, that entire stretch of the area, the entire full eclipse has been visible. Apart from those areas, in the entire India, it is partially visible, not fully visible. So, if you are very conscious, it is better if you are surrounding to New Delhi area, Haryana area, Punjab, Rajasthan, Uttarakhand area, you would be benefit to see a full eclipse. And how about the timings? It would start 10:12 in the morning in India is concerned. How about 9:15? 9:15 would start from the South African region. Okay, very much start from the Nigeria. Okay, 9:15 it starts from that area till it reaches to the India where the tip of the Rajasthan would start. That is the time where it is 10:12 a.m. And when it could be in full eclipse stage, it will be around 12:05 to 12:11 p.m. Okay, in the afternoon time, and it could end very much at the maximum stages 1 o'clock 55 minutes in the afternoon. So this is the accurate timings. Okay, so anybody is telling other than these timings, you need not to follow. So coming to what are the things to be followed during the eclipse. First thing is you're not supposed to consume any food. As per our Shastras as Vedic is concerned, the Grahana time, that's the eclipse time, is there to do some rituals. And the rituals are such kind like if you do some meditation, chanting, or even if you do some puja, na, the whatever the effects you are going to gain, that will be a 10 to 100 folds time. Yes, exactly. So that's the reason the people, especially who are tantrics or who are very much to know this occult sciences, they will be waiting for this particular time. To get the siddhi of a particular mantra, they're gonna sit and do a high level of meditation, and they get siddhi of those particular mantras. And even if you want to get some kind of a siddhi, you could able to do it. Students, students, whatever the chapters they are finding it tough, in this particular time, sit and study. It will definitely help a lot. And apart if you are bedridden patients or kids For them, this is an exemption if they can able to have their food. So as it is in the morning, it is best advisable to have your breakfast at least in 7 o'clock max in the morning. And you can skip for the entire duration of that's 3 hours. Say from 7 hours, it gets able to digest by 10 o'clock. 7:30 is the max timing. It is advisable. At the max, you can go by 8, not beyond that. So before 8 or 7:30, you have to consume your breakfast, and after the entire eclipse is over, say from 2 o'clock in the afternoon, you can do whatever the cleaning stuff in your home, and you can consume your lunch. Okay, this is about the eclipse stage. Now, the interesting part is everybody has a very much $1 million question like how about the corona? Because this was been started from 26th December 2019 solar eclipse. From that point, this kind of epidemic has been started. Whether this solar eclipse would really control this, I would say yes. Why? Because the corona would be in peak now in India. Okay. After that, and it will start dripping very much soon. And for that, I would say the government intervention is much required. If government takes a proper measures, definitely by August end, the corona should very much be at the minimum stage, very much minor. Say around in an India, say 5 to 10 cases in India, or 20 odd cases in India per day. Now it is in 10,000, 15,000 per day. It's huge. And even the death rate should be more in coming days, but it should neutralize whatever the effects you had seen before this particular eclipse period. That wouldn't be there in the coming future. In meantime, in the coming uh, part of this video, I'm going to share you few key dates where we should be cautious. And what are the other general effects of this solar eclipse? This solar eclipse would cause a majority of job loss, especially in the sectors of software developing sector, IT sector, banking sector, finance sector, and even few government organizations as well, even education sector and hospitals. These are the areas where, and even construction stage, construction where even you would find in a situation where you'll find scarcity in the labors. As you know, like all the labors they are moving towards the native because of this COVID-19, and even the construction people are finding tough to find skilled labors to complete their projects in a proper duration. Apart from that, couples should be very much careful. There will be more of a diverse cases during this period after the solar eclipse, say around till this March 2021. The effects would be there. So till that time, the number of misunderstandings between the couple and I don't want you, you let me go, this kind of stuff, diverse cases would be more. There won't be any bonding between the couples. These kind of scenarios would be there, especially for Gemini people. These kind of issues would be more. And there is a threat to our frontline COVID warriors. That is the doctors, the helpers, the municipality workers. All the people who are very much as in working for our benefit. The COVID warriors. For them, there is a life threatening after this. So I would advise, please, for our sake, you are taking care of all of us. At the same time, please take care of yourself. Stay safe and help us. Okay. So apart from this, in certain period there is a threat from the neighboring countries, especially from China and Pakistan. Even there is a situation in a few days of period where there is a very much extreme condition where even fear of war kind of situation would occur. But need not worry. During talks, everything comes to a neutral part. It gets cold soon. Okay, but the terrorism and all the stuffs are quite more during this after solar eclipse effect. And even the natural calamities like earthquake already we have seen in the Delhi and Rajasthan, Gujarat, I mean it's Gujarat and Delhi areas already this week. So that gonna occur more after this solar eclipse. So we should be very careful, and even the government should take some measures and be alert for any kind of a situation during this time. Okay. So these are all like few general stuffs what are gonna affect during this COVID solar eclipse stage. Okay, so now uh, before going into key dates, let me tell you everybody are curious to know whether it is gonna be good to me, it is gonna be bad to me. So I'm gonna share you mainly what are the stars and that particular related zodiac are gonna affect more. Let me share you that. Hope it's visible on your screen now. Okay, so these are the mainly 8 zodiacs gonna affect a lot during this solar eclipse, which is gonna occur this Sunday. So let us start. The solar eclipse would happen in Mrigashira Nakshatra. Okay, so Mrigashira third quadrant people, third and fourth quadrant people, they should be highly cautious during this after this solar eclipse. Especially the mutual understanding between the couples would go for toss, and the health aspects wouldn't be as great as they would occur, and even the heart attack rates would be more for these particular zodiac people, and even the Punorusu second and third. Though please don't take any tensions during this period. Okay, a lot of misunderstandings and lot of hurdles would come in your way. Okay, please accept that as a challenge. You are a people who could able to do the best for as far as you concern. Okay, and you can do the best. Need not to worry. Okay, because these are all temporary effects which gonna vanish in coming few weeks of time. Okay, then next is Ashlesha third and fourth quadrant people. Okay, Cancer. Okay, Kark Rashi, Cancer zodiac. Yeah, even for this particular people, the income wise would be a problem after this solar eclipse. Probably even loss of job or loss of pay would be more for these people. Okay, and even there will be some family issues, so need not to take tension during this time. Okay, even for people who are fresh out of the graduate or who are working, they have to stay away from the family for some time, some part of the time. Okay, so these are the things which they're gonna affect. And next is Pura Falguni fourth quadrant and Uttara Falguni first quadrant of Leo. And as far as Leo is concerned, there could be some litigations in their property, and there would be misunderstandings or some kind of an issue with their siblings. So have some friendly environment with your siblings, and concentrate more towards your building relationships. And coming to Vishaka second and third quadrant of Libra. Okay, as far as Libra is concerned, I could able to sense that you, after the solar eclipse, you guys undergo with immense pressure. So unseen problems would occur. So for unnecessary reason, even for smaller problems, you might magnify it and get scared of it. So be calm, stay calm. That's what advisable to you guys. And next is Purvashada fourth quadrant and Uttarashada first quadrant of Sagittarius. For Sagittarius, the time is not at all good. They are into a big trouble from past couple of years, okay, and they are running with a huge debit, no income, all sort of these problems, okay, and it will magnify after this solar eclipse, okay. So I'm gonna tell for each one of you, I'm gonna tell some few remedies which you could able to follow during the eclipse time, which definitely gonna help you a lot. And next is Dhanisha first and second quadrant of Capricorn. So Capricorn people, you should be very careful. Already you are running with the Sadasati period and a lot of stress. None of the works are coming to your way. Everything is in standstill. So even after solar eclipse, even losses of health issues would be there, and whatever the jobs you were used to do, even those things seems to be not coming to your way. The income loss, all these sort of things are there for a Capricorn period people. Okay, so be cautious, be alert, be prepared for everything. Don't take stress because you are you kind of a people. The chances of going into depressions is more. So stay calm, stay focused. Everything would be all right in the coming future. And next is Purvashada, second and third quadrant of Aquarius. And as I told you, for even for these people, they are in the initial stages of Sadasati, and apart from that, even these people are having in a lot of pressure, lot of issues. They are confused in fully what they have to do, what they not to do. So after solar eclipse, even there'll be a more dilemma stage, confusion stage. Same as Libra, even for a few small things, they're gonna magnify it and get into a lot of stress, health issues. So all this kind of stuff would prevail after this solar eclipse. And lastly, that's Bharani fourth quadrant and Kritika first quadrant of Aries. For these people, the time is like they try to behave more moodish during this stage, which it is against to their nature probably from Aries point of view, and they like to be more on a what a detached feeling. So need not to go in a detached feeling. Try mingling with your friends, mingling with your family. Try to be more occupied, so which definitely gonna help you. So as you can see, these are the constellations or stars who are born on these particular stars and zodiac. They're gonna get affected because of this solar eclipse. Now, let me finish off some key dates. Later, I'll go with the remedies for you guys. So, as you know, from the pre-effect of this solar eclipse was from 28th of May, that is last month 20th of May, government gave some lenience to the people. That is, instead of lockdown, it was a free down, and due to that, we are having a tremendous effect. We are seeing it. All the COVID cases have been rising up. The death cases have been rising up. All these things. But from yesterday, that is 15th of June, till 5th of July, the government would wake up and would start planning some key things where to control the corona, how to control it, and all those kind of things would come into place. Okay, so if proper measures have been taken, definitely it should reduce. So we can expect some kind of an measures or even a speech from our beloved Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji. Okay, and from 6th of July till 23rd of July. So during this period, okay, whatever the plans have been taken in the before said period, the government would amplify. Yes, even it could be in succeed during this period. Uh, what are the control measures to be taken? It should be such that it shouldn't affect the economy as well. Okay. At the same time, it shouldn't create some more havoc in the people health. Okay. So however, during this period I could also envisage that the government could take some decision for the education of the kids and education institution, all those kind of stuff. Okay, it could come to a decision during this period. And also there are chances of some natural calamities like earthquake and all those stuff would be more during this period, that is 6th of July to 23rd of July, the 3 weeks, if 3 weeks of time of July. It is not better to the mother India. And one caution is the last week of July is not at all good. There are more chances of terror activities would be more, and neighboring countries interference and war kind of situations. All those kind of stuff would be more, and even the death cases of COVID would be more in this particular period. Okay, so after last week of July, the main thing is the August period. If proper control measures would have been taken from the government side, because now the government has to take some strict measures, even if it takes some economical condition to improve, at the same time it has to see that even the health of the people is more important. If health is not there, you can't do anything with having any wealth with you. So health is wealth. So government has to see it in this manner, and it has to take some drastic steps. If government takes some drastic steps, definitely yes, by August the corona count should very much be in control, and even to a little manner. Complete eradication, as I told you in the previous videos, it would be possible only by October. If anything is in out of control, it could extend till March of 2021. If we cross this August period, it very much be as a slow poison, and it will be keeps on poisoning our mother India. Our mother India would be in great trouble till March 2021. It's a huge period. So we should all be alert. Please take some proper measures, keep social distancing, and wear the mask while going to the work, and take some precautions. Avoid traveling frequently, and avoid going to containment zones. All sort of this has to be taken place. Even not only the government, even as uh, as we as an individual and responsible citizens, we should make sure that even we should play our part in controlling this particular COVID-19 disease. Okay, so now let us go to the remedies part, which is the favorite of you all. Okay, so let me start with the Gemini people who are gonna having the eclipse in their own zodiac. So Gemini people, please meditate Om Namo Narayanaya. I'll repeat Om Namo Narayanaya for 50 times facing north east. And as I told you, for everyone, please make sure that you will be sitting on a wooden platform or standing on a wooden platform. Okay, don't sit very much on a flat ground. I mean to say, not even flat, just don't sit on a ground. Use some wooden plank, or if you don't have wooden plank, at least use some plastic stuff. Then you can sit on it or stand on it. And there's one general remedy, even other people can able to do apart from these zodiacs as well, or even other zodiacs has to follow. This is a general remedy. Please note down of this. Even other zodiacs, they have to follow along with the remedies what I'm gonna prescribe. One thing is you have to chant or meditate this particular mantra for 40 times, and you have to face south west. Make a note, southwest. And this is a generic mantra for everyone. Okay, and this has to be done during the eclipse time. Whatever the remedies I'm telling you, you have to do it during the eclipse time. It is quite better. Okay, even after eclipse time you could able to do it. but during eclipse and Pluto, effects would be multifolded. ओम सर्पराजाय विद्महे पद्महस्ताय धीमहि तन्नो वासुकी प्रचोदयात्. Let me repeat once again. सर्पराजाय विद्महे पद्महस्ताय धीमहि तन्नो वासुकी प्रचोदयात्. This has to do, you have to do it for 40 times. Okay. Then what about the Leo, the Singha Rashi? You have to chant this particular mantra for 50 times facing east. Om Tatpurushaya Vidmahe Mahadevaya Dhimahi Tanno Rudra Prachodayat. This you have to meditate for 50 times facing east. And coming to Libra. Libra people, you have to chant this particular mantra facing east for 50 times. Om Mahalakshmi Cha Vidmahe Vishnu Patni Cha Dhimahi Tanno Lakshmi Prachodayat. Let me repeat. Om Mahalakshmi Cha Vidmahe Vishnu Patni Cha Dhimahi Tanno Lakshmi Prachodayat. And how about coming to Sagittarius people? Sagittarius people, you have to chant Om Namo Narayanaya. I repeat, Om Namo Narayanaya. This is for 50 times. And coming to Capricorn and Aquarius, they have to chant this particular mantra for 50 times, and it has to be done facing north. Om Digambaraya Vidmahe Yogishwaraya Dhimahi Tanno Datta Prachodayat. I repeat, Om Digambaraya Vidmahe Yogeshwaraya Dhimahi Tanno Datta Prachodayat. And this has to be done 50 times. And coming to Cancer people, that is Karka Rashi, Om Bhur Bhuva Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. The Gayatri Mantra. I repeat, Om Bhur Bhuva Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat for 50 times. Okay, this you have to do it facing east, not east, you have to face southeast. Okay, let me correct, southeast, the Karka Rashi people. And the Aries people, Om Tatpurushaya Vidmahe Mahasenaya Dhimahe Tanno Shanmukha Prachodayat. Let me repeat, Om Tatpurushaya Vidmahe Mahasenaya Dhimahe Tanno Shanmukha Prachodayat. This you have to do it for 50 times. Okay. So hope you all understood. Thanks for joining this video. And one more thing, if you could share this video for 10 people, I'm going to give you a free telephonic consultation based on your zodiac. Hope you guys share the video as much as possible to your groups and friends. And if you want a specific private telephonic, online, or even face-to-face consultation, please call me at 99450 I repeat, 99450 or you can also log into my website www.astrojumpstoneforlife.com. I repeat, www.astrojumpstoneforlife.com. You can also subscribe my YouTube channel for fresh videos and get the notification by clicking the bell icon. And the YouTube channel link has been displayed in the screen. Hope you all be safe and stay safe. Sarve janaha sukhino bhavantu.